If you want to use numerology effectively on people, then you really have to understand this. The most important thing in numerology is what numbers you have, especially the life path and the personality or day number. But no one ever talks about the second most important thing, to know exactly how a person operates or what can we expect from them. No, it's not the name, it's the numbers you don't have in your chart. If you've seen the previous videos, you know how to make your numerology chart so you know what your missing numbers are. And the very important thing, if you have a missing number but you have a name value in the same spot, it doesn't mean that you're fixed. As rangers, numbers lead the way. With the name, you can compensate those missing numbers for a certain extent, but not near as you would have a real number in the spot. Let's see what those missing numbers mean from 1 to 9. First, let me explain what a missing number means in a practical way. Imagine all our numbers as glasses. Most of the glasses have certain amount of liquid inside, but there are some what's empty, doesn't have anything inside. Now in that case, usually two things happen. First, we know it's empty and we don't know how to deal with them, so we just put it aside and we don't use them at all. The other is when we know it's empty, we try to fix the problem, but the only problem is, as we start to fix it, we don't really know when to stop because we cannot measure exactly how much liquid needed in the empty glass. So in short, if we have a missing number, that area of life is either underworking or overcompensated. Now let's see one by one what are those missing numbers represent. If you are missing the number 1, there is a good chance that you're an unmotivated, cowardly, unambitious little grey mouse bitch who always procrastinates. If you miss the number 2, you can be insensitive, selfish and distrustful of others. It's very difficult for you to accept anyone around you and you have serious problems with cooperation. Also, you can be an overly clingy, crying bitch. If you have the number 3 missing, you may have difficulties with your self-expression or communication skills. And there's also a big chance that you talk too much without thinking and you're simply just a gossipy bitch. If you are missing the number 4, either you tend to stick to absolutely nothing and not finishing things and you're unreliable, or a workaholic bitch who is unable to have fun or relax. If you miss the number 5, you may be too inflexible and distrustful, you are absolutely unable to adapt to any change, you lack the desire to explore, or you're an overly hedonistic, pleasure-seeking bitch. If you don't have the number 6, you absolutely don't need people around you. You don't really aim for family or social integration or aligning with social norms. You are absolutely incapable of taking responsibility and you are an over-dependent bitch. If you don't have the number 7, you may be emotionally withdrawn, completely blocking yourself from living your own talents and lacking of long-term detailed plans. Or you just an always wanna be too smart, wise as bitch. If you are missing the number 8, you might have difficulties in advancing in your career, achieving your goals and managing your finances properly. Or you may be an always overly dominating, cruel tyrant who cannot handle his position and power properly. Or you're just an overly dominating and controlling bitch. And if you don't have the number 9, then you're a simple worker without big dreams and with very little influence on others. Or you're just an overly manipulative, I'm Peter Pan from Wonderland, do everything instead of me because I'm too lazy bitch. If you want a book reading to see how your missing numbers affecting your everyday life, just send me a message and we book you an appointment. And don't forget, if you're talking about numbers, it's not only what you have, but also what you don't have matters a lot.